Isn't it just insane where we're at right now in regards to anime? We're just, for some reason, there's so many collaborations between games and animes as of late. Obviously, my video the other day was looking at all of the skins that Dead by Daylight brought with their collaboration with Attack on Titan. As of recording this video, I don't know if I bought any of those skins yet, so apologies. I don't know if I'll ever have gameplay of me playing using those characters or not, but obviously, as you can tell with the gameplay as well as the title of this video, I will be talking about the one that I'm more excited for, which is the Dragon Ball and Fortnite collaboration. I don't know when all of this is actually gonna be dropping or happening, but I'm actually really excited for what they're gonna do. Obviously, I was a bit iffy at first, but the more time goes by, I'm just more open to the idea because obviously, what's the point of just withholding our favorite characters for our own communities when they could be shared? And who knows, maybe bringing these characters could just open up the fandom and make the fandom even bigger than it already is, right? But what exactly is it that I want to talk about within this video? Well, I want to bring up more news and information in regards to the actual collaboration. These are kind of old at this point. They're like a day or two old in regards to the information that has come out, but I still wanted to make a video just to kind of gain your guys' gauge as to what exactly you feel about this collaboration. So, the one thing that I mentioned before within my first video talking about the matter is that there is 4 characters coming out. The 4 characters that I said that I would like to see were Goku, Vegeta, probably Gohan, and Trunks. Those were the 4 that I chose. But what has been coming out in regards to like data mine and leaks have shown that there are 3 characters that are actually confirmed right now, which are Goku, Vegeta, and surprisingly Beerus. So I'm assuming that because they're adding Beerus into the game, maybe we might actually get like different cosmetics, kind of like the switchable styles that you could have. So maybe Goku and Vegeta could be rocking their usual gis or armors that they do, and then maybe they have it where they could wear like the Wii ski from like Resurrection F. If Beerus is going to be a character, that'd be really cool to have. Or something that'd be really cool to have is if they can actually make a Goku have Saiyan armor too, like they did within the actual Cell arc. That'd be really cool too. I'm a huge fan of how Goku looks like that, but I digress. So yes, it's interesting that they're bringing Beerus in. So I'm guessing they're heavily pushing the new era of Dragon Ball, which is Dragon Ball Super, whether that be either the return of the anime or possibly just like the continuation of the manga, because we do know, I think by the time I actually upload this video, that the end of the Granola arc is coming. Like, I don't want to spoil anything, but from what we've seen with this video going up on Wednesday, which is the chapter when it also drops, it's really interesting what happens at the end of the Granola arc. Well, it's not the end, but the end of the fight, so make sure to stay tuned for that. But the other 4th character they actually know is that it's 99% confirmed to be a female skin. And this has a lot of people wondering why it's a female skin. A lot of people are going back to like take Beerus out and give us Gohan, take this female out and give us, Trunks or whichever other one someone else wants. But the fact that it's 99% confirmed to be female, for me, in my mind, there could be multiple characters that they could actually introduce. Obviously, the main one that a lot of people are talking about is, in fact, Bulma. I feel like Bulma has been there since the start, obviously, in Dragon Ball, and the character has grown to where they are right now, and she's a staple of Dragon Ball. Like, a lot of people really do enjoy that. Well, not enjoy the character, but it's really iconic to have Bulma basically like everywhere. So that's one that people are talking about. The other ones are like the lesser ones, like Chi Chi or Videl. Those are the other ones. Maybe even Android 18, or they could probably throw us a 180 like they've been doing and probably add Android 21 in. There's been a huge push for this character. Like, this character has come out, obviously came out first in Fighters, then Xenoverse, and I'm not going to spoil anything for anything else, but this character does make more appearances in different mediums, not just the game, so maybe they might be pushing this character even further and might include Android 21 in here, and they could even have a selectable style with this character becoming the Majin version. Like, there's a lot that they could do, but looking at this, I'm pretty sure if it's 99% female, I'm pretty sure it's going to be Bulma. I feel like there's no other female character that's a representative of Dragon Ball quite like Bulma. Not only that, but they also said that there's going to be a unique event screen in the lobby. So usually, like where the characters are standing, I believe this is what it's talking about, like the background where the characters are standing. There's going to be like a unique theme for that once this actually drops, because this isn't just going to be a collaboration with skins, but I'll go more in depth that there will be other things that we'll be able to do. They also mentioned that there's going to be lots of quests, which for me, right now, I don't know when this event's going to drop. I don't know if I'm actually be like actually working out in the field by then, which if that happens, then doing quests is going to be hard. But the fact that they actually mentioned that there's going to be a lot of quests is going to be really, really fun to do. Hopefully they're not hard challenges, but hopefully they're just casual quests to get some cool rewards for all of us Dragon Ball fans. And it gives us a reason to hop back into Fortnite and actually just play the game, to do things, right? That's usually what I do with Fortnite nowadays. I usually just hop on, do my dailies, do my weeklies, and then just leave right afterwards just to level up. They also mentioned that there's going to be free rewards. Obviously, usually when it comes to collaborations, they usually drop free rewards for people who actually like play the game or do the quests. They also mentioned a capsule item in Battle Royale and Creative, so they might actually be, putting something into the game that could go into one of the weapon slots. What that could be, who knows? Maybe, I don't know if they'll really do it or if it's going to be that minimal, but maybe use the capsule system as a means of using the tent. So instead of having like that big tent, you'll just have the capsule. If you want to put down your tent, you just throw the capsule and the tent pops out, kind of how like Bulma does it with her capsules, where it's like, the spaceships or the houses and so on and so forth. So there's a lot of that stuff that could be happening. But it's really interesting because we did see that within like the leaked things that they did show like a box that showed capsules in it. So I'm assuming that's going to be like the player icon when it's actually in our inventory. Something else that they mentioned is a special place codenamed Preheat. Don't necessarily know what that means, preheat. Like when I think about it, I feel like that's more of like Namek exploding. So maybe some part of the map is going to be like Namek exploding, where it just is a bunch of lava everywhere. Kind of, I remember they did that with I think with the volcano a couple, see what, at this point I was like a year or two ago, where they made that one location that had like a volcano and everything. Maybe they might do that again, where they just include a place that has nothing but lava to kind of reminisce what, Planet Namek was when Frieza was blowing it up, because that was a really iconic moment within Dragon Ball, was that whole entire fight and the whole entire scenery. So maybe we might be seeing that in the near future. And then one of the other things is that they actually mentioned the attack ball is going to be a glider, which if you guys don't know, because I didn't know this either, but the attack ball, from what I've seen, is basically the Saiyan spaceship. So like I mentioned within my first video, that's something that I'm excited for, to actually see these gliders in action. It's going to be really, really cool how we're just probably going to be able to like land using that space pod, and then with us in it, it's going to be really, really, really cool. And then another thing that they did mention is that apparently a Kamehameha will be added to the game as part of the Dragon Ball collaboration. The thing about this is it's really up into interpretation what you want to make out of this, because when it comes to the Kamehameha, I don't know if that's going. They're stating here that it might be a mythical ability like they do with a lot of other things that they have in the game, or like a mythical weapon. Like maybe it could be like a lightsaber-esque, where you put it in your actual weapon slot, and then when you click on it, you just hold on it to charge the Kamehameha, and then you shoot a blast at people. Or maybe it could be a taunt. It could be one of the two. If they want to make it like a game mechanic, that'd be pretty cool, where it's just in your inventory. You hold on as long as you want, and then when you let go, however long you hold it is how much damage you're going to make, whether it be like, low damage with just a tap, medium charge, or full charge, kind of like how they do with the charged SMG, where you have to charge in whatever you want is the amount of damage you deal. Maybe they could do that with the Kamehameha, or like I mentioned, maybe it's just a simple little emote there. That could be really cool, even though that would kind of suck. It'd be really cool if they did it where it was like a Gogeta Kamehameha as a taunt, where it's like he charges it up and he does it. Wait, no, was it a Kamehameha or Big Bang? Where he charges it up and when he shoots it's just confetti. That'd be really cool as a taunt, now that I'm thinking about it. But yeah, that's more of the Kamehameha stuff. And then they also mentioned that apparently they're going to be getting weekly challenges for the Dragon Ball collaboration for 7 whole weeks. 7 whole weeks of Dragon Ball. I think that might be like the longest event we've ever seen within Fortnite, which if it is true, 7 long weeks of challenges and rewards, that's going to be insane. And it makes sense because obviously there is 7 Dragon Balls. It's iconic for those 7, but at the same time, 7 weeks, man. I feel like that's a lot of challenges that we're going to be, grinding things out. That's so insane. if it actually is true, because obviously we don't necessarily know if any of that is actually true or not. We still have to wait. But if it is, like I mentioned, 7 weeks of challenges. And then one of the final things that they actually did note is that the Dragon Ball skins will have an emote that transforms them into their Super Saiyan form. That's something that I was kind of wondering, whether we'd be getting just like base form Goku and base form Vegeta, or if there would be like an actual taunt that actually lets them transform, because Fortnite recently has been doing a lot of cool skins, whether it be in the battle pass or just stuff that you could buy, that you could literally just do a taunt and you could to like change character. Like I know who's the one that does it. I know Iron Man does it, where you go from like Tony Stark, or when you do the emote you turn into Iron Man. And there's other characters too. I'm blanking out on all the other ones that I actually do have, but those characters have those traits, and it'd be really cool to actually see something like this within this Dragon Ball collaboration, where you just do like a power up emote and he just turns Super Saiyan, or any form of Super Saiyan for that matter of fact. That'd be, I mean, I'm pretty sure to keep it more chill and relaxed in regards to like the developer side of things, they might just leave it as Super Saiyan. Like I would find it really cool if they like did levels, like each time you taunt it's a different form of Super Saiyan, but that is a lot on the actual developers themselves. And the thing that I'm wondering is whether it's going to be like the iconic Super Saiyan, or if they're going to do more, because Beerus is in the game, if it's going to be more of like the Super Saiyan Blue type of thing, like maybe like promote more of like Super, since that's like moving forward rather than the old stuff, which is Z. But at the end of the day, that's all the information I really have right now. That's all that's really been stated. But like I mentioned, 3 skins confirmed: Goku, Vegeta, Beerus. Honestly, I'm gonna have to look at these characters to see how they actually look. As a Dragon Ball fan, I would want to pick all 4 of them up, but at the same time, with Dead by Daylight coming out as well, I really have to see, and especially we have to see when this event is even coming out, because they're just doing a lot of speculations and leaks and stuff, but we don't necessarily know when this event's happening. So I need to, hopefully I get money by them to be able to just spend for all the Dragon Ball stuff. But like I mentioned, 3 skins confirmed: Goku, Vegeta, Beerus. Female character. Who do you guys think it is? I personally think it's Bulma. A lot of other people think it's Bulma too, so we'll see what happens there. Like I mentioned, Attack Ball is going to be a glider, so we will be getting to use the actual spaceship, which I feel like that's going to be more of like a Vegeta bundle than a Goku. Well, maybe a Goku bundle too, because of his trip back from Namek to Earth. And then, yeah, the Kamehameha, do you guys think that that's going to be a taunt? Do you think that's going to be an ability? Are you guys excited for 7 whole weeks of content for this collaboration? Because that's like the biggest. I mean, it makes sense, because Dragon Ball really is like big in like the Western field and like on the international scene. So it would make sense that they would put a lot of emphasis into this one. But yeah, I'm really excited with what they're doing with Dead by Daylight right now, and then obviously the future with Dragon Ball. It's really just it's insane to see how far we've come in regards to animes being put into games. But like I mentioned, leave all of your guys' thoughts and opinions as well as speculations in the comment section below, and I'll catch you on the next one, hopefully with more news in regards to when this stuff's coming out. Peace.